Hey. Alright, guys, time to get ready for school. Come on, we gotta go. Come on, guys, wake up. It's time for school. John, get up. We have to go to school. Come on, get ready now. You have school. We gotta get going. We gotta be, I can't be late for work. Let's go. Oh, and then I'm fat at 10 o'clock, and after your first period class, we're going for your parent-teacher conference with Mr. White. So let's go. Everyone in the car now. Melissa, I got him up, okay? I'm gonna take him to school, okay? What time do you come into the school so we can have a parent-teacher conference with John's teacher? Is it 10 o'clock? Yeah, it starts at 10:30. If you want, I can talk to Principal David so you can stay in my classroom if you like. Until I could ask Mr. White if we can have it in in my classroom. I'll just have to take them. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can go reach Miss Alice in just a time. Hey Miss Alice, I know you're just getting ready to go to the bus garage to get your bus. Can you do me a favor? At 10 o'clock, can you take the kids to Miss Angela's? Can you take the class? Can you take the student? Can you take our students to Miss Angela's room at 10 o'clock? Oh, because we're having John's what am I saying? Teacher, what? Parent-teacher conference. Oh, thank you, Miss. Yeah, can you and Miss Judy take them to Miss Angela's room before, what is 10 o'clock, if you don't mind? You sure? Because we're gonna have John's parent-teacher conference with John's teacher, so, and my wife says she's gonna be there too, so. And I think Principal David wants to join the meeting too, so, yep. So I gotta get going. Alright guys, time to get in the car. Come on, let's go. We're gonna be late. Let's go. I got my glasses, but alright, I'll see you at the school, honey. Love you. Bye. Drive the car. Come on. John, be quiet. I don't want to hear another word out of you. I tell you what. You're gonna be in my classroom before 10 o'clock. Excuse me. When second period starts, you're coming straight to my classroom. We're doing this parent-teacher conference, and I did promise that your mother and I are gonna ask him how you're doing in classes, in all of your classes. And if he tells me you're not doing good, then you're gonna be grounded for a week. Do I make myself clear? What did I say? It's yes, sir. Don't tell me yeah. Quit saying yeah to me. How many times? This is like the 100th time I say yes, sir. Not yes, sir. It's yes, sir. Like you say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. John, I'm not gonna have time to play with your foolishness. You are to go in that school, and you better act right. If Mr. White tells me in the parent-teacher conference saying you were goofing off, misbehaving in that class, you and I are gonna have it. Do I make myself clear? That's what I thought. All right, Jake and Kelly. I'm sorry you had to. I had to get John to do that. Yeah. All right, guys, we're at school. Remember, John, come straight to my class come at 10 o'clock. The period bell will go off at 10 o'clock, and you better be by my class by then, because Principal David already called all your teachers saying you're going to be excused for this time. Yep. All right. All your teachers are going to be there, so you better behave. All right. Go park the car. All right. I mean it, John. If your teacher tells me you're not doing good in classes, your mother and I are going to discuss your punishments. Now, go to school. Now go to class. Come with me. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Mr. Jackson. How are you? Good. How you guys doing? If you guys have finished your homework, could you please put it on my desk? If you haven't finished, it's okay if you didn't finish all your problems. It's a long math problem worksheet. If you complete some, if you finish the half of it, you can finish the rest of it tonight. When I put a red dot on it, means you are done. You don't have to do. If you want to keep working on it, you can. If you want to finish all the way, go right ahead. If you don't, then that's totally up to you. Just make sure you have it completed, okay? All right. Once you have your homework done, you can finish that one during class if you like. All right. So, yeah. Oh, guys. I have to let you know later at 10 o'clock you're going to Miss Angela's room. Because I'll tell you why. Because my son, because I'm gonna have a parent-teacher conference with my son. You know how he is sometimes. I'm sorry. Yeah. So don't worry. Miss Alice will still give you some work to do. Or matter of fact, if you go to Miss Angela's room, you can have some free time when I'm at the parent-teacher conferences. Okay. So I just thought I'd let you all know in case if you forgot it, that, okay? All right. Oh, Miss Angela, can I talk to you for just a minute? Guys, I'll be right back. Miss Judy is here. Come on in, Miss Judy. Hi, Miss Judy. How are you? Good. I'll be with you in just a minute, okay? Let me talk to Miss Angela. Okay. Listen, I have a parent-teacher conference with John's teacher coming up at 10 o'clock. Can I send my kids to your room, please? Because it'll cause some distractions. Miss Alice and Miss Judy will be there if you need any assistance or not. I just gotta be in there, so I'll let her know in a minute. So I do gotta write some. Do you want to help me write some IP? If you don't mind, will you help me write some of the IP meeting? I'll work on some of it when we're done with this parent-teacher conference, but this parent-teacher conference is very important for me. It's very important for my son, John. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Miss Angela. I'll see you later, okay? All right, Miss Judy, now I need to talk to you as well. Miss Judy. Hold on, guys, do your work. Do not listen to grown folks' business. I'll be with you in a minute, okay? If your heads are up, just wait a minute, okay? I know you're trying to say excuse. If you say excuse me, just give us a minute, okay? All right, you guys are doing a good job. We'll help you in a minute, okay? Anyway, Miss Judy, I forgot to tell you that I got a parent-teacher conference just with John's teacher coming in this room. We're gonna have it in this classroom. I already let Miss Alice know just before we left this morning that Miss Angela said you could take the kids over there when it's time. Do you mind if you do that? Yeah. What time do you have to? What time can we head over there? You can head over there at 10 o'clock if you like, or you could have it. I can ask her if you could head over there at 9:50. It don't matter to you. It's up to her. Okay. All right. I'm sorry about that, Mason. What could I do? What you need? Oh, you finished with your math? Okay. Get your Chromebook out and do educational.com until I have something else to plan. Guys, if you guys are finished with that math sheet, save the rest of it for homework tonight, okay? And then, if you got, raise your hand if you finished with your math. All of you did? Okay, work on educational for a little while on your Chromebooks until I say otherwise, okay? Alright, Miss Alice should be here soon. Oh, excuse me for just a second. Hello? Oh, hey, Miss Angela. Car accident. Your bus broke? Oh, you're gonna be a few minutes late? Okay. Okay, but listen, they're gonna be in Miss Angela's room, so if you want, you can put your stuff in the classroom. You can just go out, if you need it, you're more than welcome to come get it. Just be quiet, okay? Okay. Thank you. All right, I'll let Miss Judy know, okay? Bye. Miss Judy, I gotta talk to you again. Hold on. Mr. Check, is Miss Angela? Is Miss Angela on her way here? Is Miss Alice coming? Yeah, she's coming, but she had a bus problem. Her bus broke down in the middle of the street. So she's gonna be a few minutes late. She's finished her she's finished the rest of her elementary, but it's just breaking down. Okay. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Could you take them to Miss? It's 9:50. Will you take them to breakfast and tell them to go to Miss Angela's room? I gotta start the meeting right now. Second period just first period just now ended. I gotta get going. Guys, take your Chromebooks over to Miss Angela, okay? All right. Well, my wife should be here soon, so I gotta see. Okay. All right, everyone's out. Okay. John, come in here now. Sit down. Well, I'm gonna get. You sit right there. I'm calling Principal David right now and tell him if he wants to come or not. You stay right here. Hi, Melissa. Sit right there. I'll be with you in a minute, Melissa. I gotta call Principal David. Hold on. Hey, Principal David. Hi, this is Mr. Jackson. Will you be able to come to my classroom for a parent-teacher conference with my son John? Are you ready? Did? Oh yeah, I already talked to your wife already. So you want to do it in your room? Yeah. Okay, sure. I'm on my way. One of his teachers will be there too, Mr. White. Okay. All right, bye. I'm on my way now. All right, bye-bye. All right, John. Whenever me and your mother tell you, we're going to ask Mr. White how you're doing in class. If he says you're not doing good in class, then you're grounded for a week. Do I make myself clear? Yes, sir. Okay. So, Melissa, I already let my TAs know that I'll be back out to the meeting, okay? They're just doing circle time right now. My kindergartners are doing circle time right now. Yep. Where's your class at? Oh, they're in Miss Angela's room. Yeah, I know her. Yeah. Oh, where's Miss Alice? She's running a few minutes. Her bus just broke down. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. All right, everyone's here. Hi, Principal David. Morning, Principal David. Morning, Mr. Jackson. Morning, Mr. White. Mr. Jackson. Mr. and Mrs. Jackson. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Jackson. We met before. Oh yeah, we have. But I haven't met your wife. So yeah, this is Mrs. Jackson. Miss Melissa, this is Mr. White. Mr. White, this is my wife, Mrs. Jackson. You can call her Miss Melissa, or just call her Mrs. Jackson. You already know my son John. Yeah. All right. So Mr. White, I know. Hi, Principal David. Principal David. I know you just got here, but can I? I was just gonna ask Mr. White a question. You can speak first if you want. Mr. Jackson, you go first, okay? You can go ahead. Yes, Mr. White. Mr. White. We want to know, how is our son doing in class? Is he goofing off and misbehaving in your class? To tell you the truth, he has. What? Can you tell me what he done? Sure. So, normally I tell him to get off his phone and tell him to pay attention to class. He doesn't pay attention to class. When I tell him to put that phone away, he tells me no, and he tells me to shut up in class. John, I cannot believe you tell Mr. White to shut up. You don't ever talk to your teachers like that. Join me. Mr. White, I am so sorry for him. He does the same thing to us at home. He talks to us like that at home too. Yep. This is unbelievable. Yep. Unbelievable. Yep. Oh, yeah. How is his grades, by the way? Could you check all of his classes first? Oh, yes, I will. So, in English, he has an F-. He has 4 Fs. I'm sorry. Hold on, Principal David. I'm sorry to interrupt. Can you help me on this? My memory keeps losing sometimes. No, it's fine. What Mr. White's trying to say is, he has a D in history, D in math, F in reading, F in science, F in English, and F in history, and F in algebra. What? John, I cannot believe you. I can't believe you got so many bad grades. So, Principal David, I'm sorry. What am I saying, Mr. White? I'm sorry to say this. What can we do to bring that grade up? Oh, he needs to study for that test, and he has a test to make up, and he has 35 pages to turn in. I can't believe him. Yep. Melissa, do you have something? Do you want to say something, Melissa? Do you want to ask? Do you want to say something, or do you want me to? Mr. White, my wife would like to say something too. Go ahead, Melissa. Yeah, what my husband's trying to say is, what can we do to help him bring that grade up? I would suggest that you guys can hire a tutor to help him, or me and Principal David and I were talking. When we have second period, he can come, or third period. John can come to your classroom. I know I know he's your son. So Principal David, is it okay if John comes to my classroom at third period so I can help him study so he can be there so I can help him study for his exams he needs to do? Yeah, that's fine. I'll let all of his teachers know. He'll go to his next period class, like his fourth period class will go after he studies with you. That's going to be his new schedule, going to you for third period. I think that's fair enough. What do you guys think? What do you think, Melissa? Do you think? Yeah. So what do you think, Mr. and Mrs. Jackson? Said Principal David. Is this sounds fair enough? Yep. All right. I think that's all we have to say. That's it. That's all the parent. That's the end of the parent-teacher conferences. Thank you all for coming. Yep. Principal David, thank you so much for coming. And again, I'm sorry for bothering your time right now. I know you got some students you have to deal with. No, Mr. Jackson, you're fine. I needed to come anyway. Thanks for inviting me. But I have to get back. I gotta go deal with some troublemaker kids. Yep. Okay. All right, Melissa, you gotta go. Yep, Melissa, thank you so much for coming. I'll see you at home, okay? And John, you and I are gonna have a talk later when you come back for your third period class. As a matter of fact, Principal David, wait. Can he, just for today, can he stay in this class until he goes to his fourth period class? Or, I'm sorry, we're still in the second period. He can come back later. Come back at third period later, John. You understand? Yep. Alright, and cut. Okay, guys, I hope this video was long enough for you. If it was, then it is. Alright, this was just when your parent says it's time for it was parent-teacher conference part 2. Yep. Alright, guys, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you want to see some more. And that's all I do today. Thanks for watching.